And we gotta, like, introduce ourselves.
Yes. Hello, everyone. We are Tonevendor Records, and this is the Vinyl Tag 2024. I'm David. This is Dan.
Hello.
This is Hannah.
Hi.
And we are going to show you some records that we bought and listened to last year. Number 1 is favorite record you purchased in 2023.
Hey, I'll go first.
I guess I'll go first here. Mine was the International Submarine Band, Graham Parsons. First pressing of this record. Very stoked to have it. Got it at a record show earlier this year.
Awesome.
I've been looking for Power Slave for so long, so that's why it's my fave of the year. And I bought it here and don't look at the price because I paid well for it, but this is like a must-have for a long time.
Listened to it yesterday. It's a banger.
And my pick is Hiroshi Yoshimura Surround, which has been my holy grail record for a while now, and I thought I would never get a copy because they are well over $1,000, but thank you so much to the folks that reissued this. Temporal Drift is the label. I highly recommend it.
Alright, next question is the last record you bought in 2023. So mine was Barbara Dane Sings, Trouble in Mind. Great folk record that I bought in New York City at the, I think, second to last day of the year.
Shout out to the A1 record shop.
Yeah, A1 Records, that's where I bought it. That place is pretty cool.
I don't know if this is the last, but this is one I bought in my last paycheck of last year. This Ella Fitzgerald, Sings Cole Porter.
Yeah.
I've listened to this a million billion times in here. You both know this. So happy that this came in.
And I've been doing some DJing lately and went to go pull this record to play the last song on it and realized I didn't have it. So this is the last thing I bought for that DJ set. Bought it for the track "The Second Most Beautiful Girl in the World," which is a cover of a Courtney Love song, not the woman, the band, featuring Lois Mafia. Check it out. Snail Mail, have it, is the record.
Next question is a band or singer who released 2 or more albums in the same year. And it can be any year. So I picked The Seeds because in 1966 they released their self-titled record and also A Web of Sound. And then the following year they also released Future Sounds and A Full Spoon of CD Blues.
That's a really good name.
All great albums. I love The Seeds.
I stretched this question because I was like, oh, I don't have anything. I couldn't think of a good one. But I just bought this Earthquake Hit 10-inch. And so this is from 1953. The year after, or no, 1955 she released 2 records. So I was like, well, this is like right before her like big release. So I'm stretching that one.
That's okay. We'll allow it.
Yeah.
My pick was Martin Denny, 1959. If you're familiar with Martin Denny, he recorded multiple albums probably every year of his career. In 59, he released Aphrodisia, Exotica Volume 3, and Quiet Village, as well as 2 others that I don't own, so I could not bring those. But if anyone has Hypnotique, bring it to me.
Alright. Next question is, if you could only listen to music from one decade, which decade would you choose? I was torn. I can't really decide. The 1960s was kind of like my go-to default answer, but if you could choose like any year to start and stop at, I would maybe say like 2005 to 2015. It sounds maybe silly to some older folks, but it's when I grew up, and that's the music I grew up listening to, so, you know.
Makes sense.
Either way, I couldn't decide between the two, but...
What do you got?
I'd say I'm gonna pick like the corniest answer and say the 50s because I just want to listen to vocal jazz. Yeah.
That's like probably my same answer if I currently, but like historically, I also split the decade, and 86 to 96 is the sweet spot.
Oh.
That matches with formative years of listening and also a bunch of incredible music.
Totally.
You got shoegaze, you got hip hop, all that stuff.
Not a bad choice. Next one is show a record by a band or singer from Manchester or a record from your local city. So I picked a band from kind of nearby my hometown, brand new. They're from Long Island. I grew up on Long Island, so kind of grew up listening to this band. Went to their it was supposed to be their last show ever at the time before they got back together at Nassau Coliseum, and it was one of the best shows of my life. Really great band, brand new.
That's totally not what I thought you were gonna pick.
Me either.
So I made a pick because Okay, let me show mine. I made
show the next one.
a pick because
Oh, that's awesome.
this record, Dan, we put it out here at Tonevendor like almost 10 years ago.
Yes.
And I'm on this record, so I guess that made me like a little like self-centered to put in here. But it's so cool that like I was like started working here, and then we like made this record, and like so many great local St. Augustine bands are on here. This is like the black vinyl copy that you can buy in the store right now. You can buy it online, but I have like the special split blue version at home. So this is like definitely a special record to me.
Nice. I should have known you were going to pick that because I also picked that record.
Okay, cool.
But I also picked a band from Manchester, which probably everyone who's doing the Vinyl Tag 2024 has picked. The Stone Roses, probably the biggest, best band out of Manchester, or others may disagree, I guess, but in my brain that's the most classic.
Wait, can I shout out real quick? Because
Yeah.
I thought you were going to pick Terror Management Band. Shout out Terror Management Band.
Terror Management too,
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Alright, so next question is, which band or singer did you listen to the most in 2023? And my answer was They Are Gutting a Body of Water. It's a shoegaze band from Philly. All of their records are great. Everything they've ever done is amazing, in my opinion. This album is called Destiny XL. Really great record. They Are Gutting a Body of Water.
I had to pop out to grab this record because I listen to it so much that it's in my current listening rotation right now. According to Spotify, my top artist was Julie London, but this was definitely one that I played all the time in the store. If you came into Tonevendor in 2023, chances are I might have been playing the Boy Genius, the record.
Great record. And I couldn't really think of who I listened to the most because in general, overall, I've been listening to tons of vocal jazz, and I feel like I pulled June Christie out more often than other vocalists. I have a whole dedicated shelf in my house of vocal jazz records because I'm so obsessed right now. But June Christie, definitely one of the favorites.
She's my number 2 on Spotify.
I believe it.
Alright, the next one is Show 7 7 inches. And I'll let you guys go first on that one since you have all the 7 inches.
I have
and,
such cool 7 inches. Okay, Liz Fair Supernova. This is the last one that I bought. My friend Teresa Rose, who I'm in a new band with, put out this like lathe cut a while ago from Ashtray Monument. Shout out Ashtray Monument. This is so good.
Awesome rarity.
Such a rarity. Yeah, you can't find one. I wish you could. They're so
we have
freaking
some
good.
for sale.
No.
This Cub, Raggedy Ann Tilly Craft split with Weakling on it as well.
My friend Trey.
Yeah, this is so great. I bought this here, obviously. It's the best. It's so good. Slut Ever, if you don't know Slut Ever, they're on Jade Tree briefly. This is not on Jade Tree. This is on Bantic. This one is great. They're all great. Had to throw in a Star Trek 7-inch because all Star Trek records. Tiger Trap, Henry's Dress split. So freaking good. And then Hat Nerd, I was so excited because he brought this back from Sacramento for me. And if you haven't heard Hat Nerd, look this up on YouTube. It's amazing. The Four Eyes Hat Nerd.
It's a great band name.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
All right, I got my 7. KG, From Innocence to Catastrophe. This is the first release that I ever put out on my label, Claire Records. It also comes in a special handmade cover that with a different design on it, which I did not bring. Speaking of Henry's Dress, I brought one of my most coveted records, the 1620 demo single from Henry's Dress on I Wish I Was a Slumberland Records. Slow Dive Flexi, another rarity that's one of my more coveted ones. Beach Song and Take Me Down, which predates all of the records that anyone else has ever heard.
Fancy.
Kid Champion, Jacqueline and Chantel, the first track on this record, was a mystery song that a friend put on a mixtape for me in the 90s. And it was a mystery for like 25 years until I posted it on our Facebook page. And I forget who, but somebody knew what it was, and I couldn't believe it. So I tracked that down. We got a test pressing of Waltz and Moonraker, 2 bands from Gainesville that friends of mine are in both of. This is a pretty cool little single that I got from, shout out to Ryan Murphy. Bill and Howdy, Misty Morning Confrontation, probably my favorite song of all time. It's on Verve Forecast. It's an incredible, just one-off single from 2 guys that I know nothing about. And got this one from my friend Daniel Halal, the Great Stalactite Organ from the Luray Caverns. Whoa. It's an organ that the stalactites are turned into pipes. Can you believe such a thing? There it is. Those are my
I
seven.
haven't heard of it.
I didn't know that. I want to listen to that now.
All right,
We gotta listen to everyone's seven.
I didn't pull 7, but I got a few. This one is a hardcore punk band from Morocco called Takbir. They're
So good.
very, very good. It's kind of like blown out, really like just extreme sounds, and I'm pretty sure they have to like hide their identities because what they're doing is like not sanctioned by the government there, which is pretty rad.
We gotta play it.
Another one, Snooper, which I have the receipt for, but Snooper 7-inch, really awesome, newer, kind of goofy punk band. One of our reps at the record store here is the drummer for that band.
Go see them live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're really great live, and Cam is a great dude. Next one I have here is The Revolution Will Not Be Televised by Gil Scott Heron, which is one of my favorite songs.
Awesome classic.
All right.
This is Chanel, our shop dog mascot, who you may hear and see from time to time.
If she spoke English, I'm sure she would show you her records,
Totally.
but, you know. The next question is, who is coming to your party? Choose 4 music-related people to come to an imaginary dinner party, past or present. Who would you invite? I guess I'll go first.
Do it.
Okay, so I got Lou Reed on there, Nina Simone,
Yes, good pick.
Peter Tosh,
Nice.
and James Brown.
Dang.
I'm coming to that party.
That is really good.
All right? Be a good party.
First, I'm definitely inviting Doris Day. She has a great recipe for gold and green salad. Look it up. So she's definitely on the list for fun and food. I should have brought like a specific record to him, but I'm inviting Leonard Nimoy because like you and I both love his
almost
music.
put him on my list.
And
but
I
thought
just-
that would maybe be cheating.
I just want to talk about Spock things with him. And then I'm definitely inviting Rose Milberg. She seems like super sweet, and I want to be like, can we be in a band together, Rose? And then this is like a recent one, but I'm inviting Cole Porter because he seems just outrageous and fun, and then he might like write a nice song about our time together.
I should have thought more deeply about this question, but John Coltrane. Obviously, if I have an opportunity to meet John Coltrane, why would I not? Because he's one of the most genius people. Kevin Shields from My Bloody Valentine, same reason. Steve Reich, same reason. And then Dolly Parton, because not that I don't love Dolly Parton's music, but like probably the best person on the planet. Like who would disagree
This
with
is so
that?
true.
Right?
I want to come
That's
to that.
another one I thought about putting on
Dolly
there.
Parton came to mind
Like,
first.
Dolly Parton would have a bad time at that party.
I know she would. She would make it
She
fun.
would make everything.
Yeah.
That's true. All right, next question. We lost him. Choose one musician who passed away in 2023. So I picked Wayne Shorter, jazz legend.
That's a good pick.
Passed away this year. And I also wanted to mention Luke Bell, who passed away in December of last year, tragically, at a very young age. But really awesome country album, Luke Bell, self-titled.
Tina Turner, R.I.P. girl. Love you.
And Astrid Gilberto, R.I.P. One of my favorites.
Next one is, imagine you could only listen to music from one country. Which country would you choose? I picked the USA, unequivocally, without much consideration, honestly. Like, definitely the USA. You got folk music, you got all the jazz, you got a lot of rock and roll. Britain can keep the Beatles.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm just like, go America. Yeah.
What a corny answer,
Totally.
because I have the same
Yeah.
answer because
But it's where we're from.
It's so easy.
That's why.
I
basically
feel like,
jazz, vocal jazz, all that, almost everything I listen to currently and for the last several years is from the US, but also special shout out to Britain for doing some shoegaze.
Next one is, name 3 vinyl community channels you discovered in 2023. And I know these two are not big YouTube guys. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I don't know if I discovered any of these last year or this year, but a couple channels that I like are Too Many Records is a good one. Noble Records, I watch all the time. And 10-Minute Record Reviews has an awesome channel where he does a lot of historical analysis of like labels and jazz, which are awesome. And then, of course, the Amiibo What's in My Bag videos are super awesome as well. So, you going to add anything at all, or not really?
I don't use the internet.
I don't have much to
Yeah.
add.
Next one is show a record you bought when you were a teenager. That's a weird one for me because I think I got into records later in my life, and I think I only ever bought one record when I was like 19, which is this
Aw.
Jimi Hendrix Are You Experienced? It was
That's
the
a good
first
pick.
record that I ever bought, and I think I was 19 or I was maybe 20 when I bought it, but that's the earliest one I got.
This is not like the first record I bought when I was a teen, because I used to go buy records somewhere else. But I bought this when I was 18 and started working here. Suzanne Stevens Seven Swans. It is one of the first records I bought when I started working here. And if you
Look
can
at that
see,
old sticker.
old blue sticker. And shout out to Alex. Alex, you know, thanks, Alex. You probably sold that to me.
I started with records when I was a child, and I didn't have records. And then second year of college, I started collecting records, and this is one of the earliest singles I remember buying. Band from DC called Ultra Cherry Violet. I think they were from DC, maybe Virginia, but the label's from DC. Great American shoegaze record from the 90s that no one's ever heard.
Cool. Next one is show a funk or soul record, which I'm kind of bummed about because I accidentally brought home my pick. I was going to do Trouble in Mind by King Curtis, which is like one of my favorite records in my soul collection. It's one of my favorite records that I have in general. I forgot it though. So I picked this one, the Montgomery Movement, Montgomery Express. Really great soul record. It's impossible to find an original copy of this, but the reissue will do just fine.
So many good picks for this one, but I picked this one, this Melvin Van Peebles, seriously, as a heart attack, because local legend Doug Karn is on this record. So this is a really cool find that I
That's
picked up
cool.
last year.
I listened to that today.
And I brought a Stone Cold classic, The Meters
I almost
debut
brought
album.
that.
Can't argue with that.
The Jackpot reissues was like my first pick of those, because those were all really good, but
Yes.
then I was like, Doug Karn.
Alright, this is a good one. Show a record you think everyone has, and then show a record you think nobody has.
I feel like we all had
let's,
the same first.
let's all show our,
Yeah, wait, do we?
our record that we think everyone has.
Ah.
Oh my god!
All different
This,
ones.
this is
I
all.
win.
Yeah,
I
you
win.
you totally do it away. But
Play with Mac Rumors.
if you
Everyone
need this
has.
one, it's in the dollar bin somewhere near you. This one is actually from the dollar bin here. So
Grateful Dead, American Beauty. Everyone's got it. Right.
that was really good.
Y'all need that.
Alright,
Yeah.
so a record that you think nobody has. So my pick was this Galaxy record,
Yeah.
which is a like private press psych record from Florida, from I think Jacksonville, but there's not a lot of info about it, so I'm not really sure if it's from Jacksonville or not. But first press, very hard to find.
If you're a fan of the OCs, check it out.
Yeah, the OCs plagiarized them a little bit, but you know
We got
they are
Okay.
that good. So
So I've got this record called Spirit in the Flesh. This is their self-titled record. It's like country, psyche, a little bit spiritual, and this is not like a super rarity, but these people became the Renaissance community cult, and this
we're cold right now.
community started on my grandparents' land in western Massachusetts. And so this one is actually signed to my great-grandpa Donnie Heron on the back. Yeah, super cool. This is a great record. They have a
That's
second
fire.
record. I really need the second one too, but this is awesome.
Are all 250 people in the band?
It's this guy, Michael Metallica, and the family lore is that like Metallica stole his name to make their band name.
Whoa.
Like there's a
Mm.
family/town lore, but not all these
Metallica.
folks. And
awesome cover.
and like this little group lived in a treehouse in my great grandparents' blueberry field.
What? That's the coolest story so far.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So for my pick, I have a record that not nobody has, but it's my band, Brittle Stars, from the 90s. We did
I
an
love this
album, and this is kind of rare. They did 3 different covers. It's a 10-inch because our album is so short. It's like 20 minutes long. But what no one has is the test pressing for this record. Not because it's test pressing, but they pressed it on 12-inch by mistake. So they had to redo the test pressing on 10-inch. So the 12-inch test pressing is really rare.
All right. The next one is a record by a female artist you bought in 2023. So I picked this Gillian Welch, The Lost Songs box set. If she pressed her other records, I would have bought all of them this year. This is the only thing that exists on vinyl of hers right now. But please press more of your records, Gillian. I would buy all of them.
Pass the word on.
She's great.
This was so difficult because most of what I buy is women musicians. If you had said if it was the reverse and like show record by a man, I would be kind of difficult. But this is just a great one I found. I needed this one because the original is super expensive, but then there's this OJC reissue. I found this actually in Discogs. But this is a super great record. We have the original in the store here.
I was just checking.
If you want.
But don't buy it because if it doesn't sell, it's coming home with me. And my pick was Beverly Kenny, probably my favorite female jazz vocalist. And this is not an original, as you can probably tell, but good luck finding or affording an original. So there's a reissue out on, I don't even know, a Japanese label affiliated with Warner Brothers,
Royal
apparently.
Roost.
So that's the original label.
Oh.
But they have the Warner logo on the spine, so maybe it's Warner Brothers, I don't know.
All right. The next one is your favorite video you've posted on your channel in 2023. We didn't post any videos, so this is my favorite video. This one.
I have an
This
answer
is,
for this one, actually.
Oh, all right.
do too.
Go ahead.
We posted a TikTok. Well, I guess if you count TikTok, of it's very silly. We only did one.
It's so good though.
So,
yeah.
Actually, well, you did two. There's
That's
one where
my-
you're crying to Mitski.
Yeah.
But,
We're still
the other
waiting
one
for it
where
to go viral,
that
but you
with-
guys make it
Maybe
happen.
go viral. Yeah.
it has to do with space.
Shout out to
Check it
Miles
out.
for doing a great job on our TikTok.
Yes, true.
Yeah. We can't
Alright.
be here because he's at school.
This is true.
The next question is, show me a record you describe as a 90s classic. I picked Beck
Oh,
Odelay.
that's a good one.
That's what I picked.
I love that
That's a
dog.
good one.
I don't have many 90s records, to be honest. I was grasping at straws for that one.
yeah.
1993. Yes.
What is that?
Tiger Trap. Self-titled Tiger Trap.
I don't
which is
think I've
the
ever
best.
heard that record.
We will put this on.
We will.
Yeah.
And I brought in Tribe Called Quest, The Low End Theory. Not only a 90s classic, but one of my top 5 albums of all time.
Yeah, I would have picked that if I owned it. I should
Why
own
are you
it.
not on that?
I know. If you could walk into any cover, what cover would you walk into?
Oh, yeah.
The Basement Tapes is what I chose.
That is really good.
Pretty awesome cover there. I'll take
It's
it
a
out
dog.
of the sleeve and show you the full.
We probably should
Scope
have seen
there.
all of this.
I mean, come on, that was
Yeah.
a good one.
Yeah. Who wouldn't want to be a fly on the wall there?
Okay, mine is like more relaxed, but black coffee by Healy. I just want to I want to sit down in here and like drink from this cup. I don't know what. I'm like not good at China. I'm good at like specifically like the more kitschy stuff. So I want to like turn it over and see what kind it is, and I want to like drink this coffee with her and like sit at this table.
That's good. And my pick, back to Coltrane again. If I could walk into John Coltrane and Pharoah Sanders and Alice Coltrane standing outside the Village Vanguard, what?
All right, getting to the end here. It's like a greatest hits. Show a record you're so familiar with that it feels like a greatest hits. I picked The Velvet Underground's Loaded.
Mm.
I could recite every word of this album to you in my sleep. Really great. One of the best records of all time, in my opinion.
I don't know if this is cheating because this is. So I've got Go Sailors record, and it is like all of their singles on a record, but it just is a greatest hits like everything.
It kind of
Yeah.
is, yeah. And of course, I picked my number 1 record of all time. Hot take, but The Sundays, Reading, Writing, Arithmetic. Again, like you said, if I could like recreate all of these sounds and notes and instruments with my mouth, I could totally do that for you. But that'd be weird.
Last question is show an album that was released in 1974. So I picked kind of a weird one. Some American Folk Songs Like They Used To by John Corner, who is a folk musician from Minneapolis. He's one of my heroes and is really, really good. Check him out.
Kraftwerk Autobahn.
That's a good one.
I was going to bring that one.
Were you?
I'm glad I didn't. I brought Sam Rivers Crystals, a jazz musician that spent his final years in Orlando and used to perform, I think, monthly with an orchestra, and I totally regret never going because now I don't have the chance. R.I.P. Sam.
All right.
That wraps it
That
up, huh?
concludes 2024's vinyl tag for Tonevendor Records.
Thanks for watching. Come
Shout
visit
out
us.
to Noble Records for making me aware of this. It's a fun little thing to do here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, learned a thing or two, found some new music to listen to. Yeah.
Great.
All right.
Yeah.
See you next time.
High five.
Bye, guys.
Oh yeah, high five.